Alright, so let's do this in slow motion and see if that gets us any more views.
Immortals.
Yes. So, Squigs.
Tik Tak.
And we bring to you another movie, and there's a blatant disagreement between the two of us on this one.
Like I want to punch him in the face.
Exactly. I figure we should start it off on something that we can probably both agree on. I say probably because I think we can. Acting, or the actors or actresses. So, I guess starting off with Mickey Rourke, what do you think?
I thought he did a decent job. I feel he's being used as an actor just because, oh look, he's done all these movies.
Yeah, well, he has like that presence, that award presence.
I think he definitely pulled off the I'm a big dude who's going to kill everybody look.
Yeah, he
or
does.
Wants to kill her. He's good too because we haven't seen him in every movie.
No.
To get someone in every movie who's always a bad guy playing the same role.
So I think the next logical step here is to talk about the kid, the main actor in this one, or what
also known
the
as
is. A loser?
His character in the movie?
Theseus? Yeah. I'll let you go first, because I'm going to hold back on this one.
It means he wants me to say it first so I don't punch him later. I don't really know the actor myself. I mean, you got to think any actor that plays any part, if it's the first movie you see him or the first few movies, you kind of give him leeway because you're like, well, I haven't seen you much, so, your acting could improve.
I'll agree with you on that one. I can't just tear him a new one because it is the first time I've ever seen the guy. But at the same time, there's some parts in that movie when he needs like a serious face and he kind of has a little bit of a quirk smile going on.
So, Stephen Dorff, one of Theseus's
sidekicks.
He's not meant to be this comedic actor, but things he says are quite.
It just kind of like livens up and like lightens up the mood.
Yeah,
that's kind of thing because I don't think he was really fed anything really important to the movie.
No.
So nothing he did was really important except for just to lighten up the mood.
Theseus, the guy is doing his thing, and then so Theseus
in slow motion. So we'll go off on the story though. Next thing, I did actually like this story, so I want to point that out before everyone goes all killing me like you.
Okay, so the storyline centers around Theseus. In actual Greek mythology, Theseus is actually a son of the gods. Some tragedy befalls his family. There's this bad king that's around, and the king wants to destroy humankind.
So basically, right there, we just saved them 1 hour. Even you'll have to agree, it was drawn out.
I will say,
points,
in times, overall, I like the movie, but at times it was agonizingly slow.
It was. Going on to the next part, action, which we're obviously going to disagree on. Action was in slow motion, which I was okay with. The scenes were nice. What bothered me was that the story was slow, so it was kind of dragging a little bit. Then you get slow motion action, which drags it a little bit more. So really, I didn't have a lot to go back.
The only thing I'm going to give you,
wake up.
The only thing I'm giving you for the slow motion part is yes. How many times can you watch
like
a Titan someone get killed in slow motion?
In a gory slow motion.
Every
a Saw movie slow motion.
But I did like that.
And not to knock it because I did like those kind of scenes, but it was kind of slow.
But just remember, dramas typically aren't going to move at light speed. Not like your actions.
But they need to wake me up at some point. If you're drawing me out with the story, you got to wake me up with the action.
There's action for you.
That was more action than this movie gave me. Yeah, the only other thing I really have to touch on in this action piece is I really detest movies that in the very last sequence of the very last act, you're given so much action that you didn't have any in the first start of the movie. Like it was so much drama, so much story, and then all of a sudden, boom, a big action piece at the end.
But the thing is with drama movies, everything's mixed in together anyways, right? Drama's going to have some kind of action too, whether someone's getting, even though if it's just one gun blast,
so many people are thinking this movie is an action movie. They're expecting so much in terms of sequences and whatnot, but really in the end is when you get your action, all non-stop fighting and whatever. That bothers me. That's the only piece that's really feeding to those people that are going to this movie thinking, I want to see some action. Like Iron Man 2, for instance. Another perfect example.
Second word is annoyed. Annoyed. And you know what? Another way to spell it is squigs, but I'm not going to spell that.
Alright, so what are you going to give this one?
I think it warrants more than half of what I typically give it. Or more than half. But at the same time, I'm not going to give it everything, so it's going to be a 3 for me.
It gets a 1.5. quivers.
And not as in, it was so bad I'm quivering.
No, just
As
yeah,
yeah.
that because
Yeah.
they don't have to do that. And 4.5 quivers. And on to our next review.
Though I think you should have gotten it better.
I get to eat this time. Oh.